Hey guys, what is cracking? It's Krakenation. I'm coming at you guys with the Week 2 match of the Draft Classic, where we are taking on the Rhode Island Mewtwo, coached by Lake Ross, who is not from Rhode Island, I'm pretty sure, so I don't know why I don't get the name, but, whatever, dude. He's a good battler, and we got to prep hard. He's got a rain team. Let me read off the team for you guys real quick, and we'll rattle off the team we're bringing. He's got a Tapu Lele, Zapdos, Kartana, Mega Swampert, Incineroar, Ludicolo, which he just free agented for, Scolipede, Sirfetch'd, Pelipper, Dreadnought, and Sliggoo. So, right off the bat, he just picked up Ludicolo, and that Pokemon is 100% coming. It is such a threat to my team. If it doesn't come, we're balling out. We're chilling. But because it is such a threat to my team, it is so hard for me to beat. We do have a Mega Scizor, which is an amazing Pokemon on rain teams, therefore an amazing Pokemon against rain teams. But keeping in mind the fact that, it's only Mega Scizor, and the rest of my team has really, really rough matchup. So we're going to talk about that overall right now. We got Mega Scizor here. Mega Scizor with Roost, U-Turn, Knockoff, and Toxic. We are running a very, very physically defensive Mega Scizor. The goal here is to answer Pokemon like a Kartana really effectively, as well as Mega Swampert. Scolipede is basically destroyed by the set, and Sirfetch'd. Knockoff is the move I ended up picking as my offensive move. It's not perfect, but I'm hoping that it gives me the tools I need to beat up on things like Kartana sufficiently. Definitely not perfect. I am considering Bug Bite, but he just has so many bug resists, and Knockoff is just a safe move in general. I think it'll do the job. That's the logic there. Roost, U-Turn, Knockoff, Toxic. Just, come in, be bulky, click Toxic, click Roost, stall out rain turns, eat hits. This thing eats hits from things like the Pokemon I mentioned, so just a really good defensive pivot for this matchup. We've got Chandelure, which is a little interesting to bring against a rain team. I am more than aware. Actually, while I'm at it, let me make sure I have 0 speed IVs, so we are as slow as we can be. I realize it's a little interesting, but the reason is because this team's only ghost resist is Incineroar. To be fair, Incineroar is a really good ghost resist. It's a really good Chandelure beater because it resists both my stabs, and I don't have I can't, literally do not have a, Chandelure does not learn a coverage move to beat Incineroar. But I think Incineroar is really well answered by things like Garchomp, Mandibuzz, Tapu Fini. So I'm feeling okay that it's not going to come. If it is, I just need to weaken it earlier in the match. I'm running Flame Body. I'm wondering if I should be running Flash Fire. I decided on Flame Body just because physical attackers do exist on this team. And I don't think he's going to run. His only Pokemon that learns fire moves is Incineroar, which isn't going to click a fire move against me. I guess Sliggoo also learns fire moves, but I'm not worried about that. Zapdos gets Heat Wave. I'm not super worried about that. Maybe I should be because I have a Mega Scizor. I guess I could potentially come into, I don't know, I just feel like the situations where I get burns might be a little more common. Don't really know for sure, honestly. Basically only for Zapdos if I do it. And I don't want to switch Chandelure into Zapdos because, there's a good chance he clicks a Thunderbolt or a Thunder, and Chandelure's going to feel really bad taking all of that damage for nothing. So I'm going to stick with Flame Body. I don't think Infiltrator's the play either. But so Trick Room is really nice because it outslows a very, very, otherwise very, very fast team because of the rain support. So it outslows his entire team. And then I just am able to fire off unresisted Shadow Balls on everything really, really powerfully. His only Ghost weakness is Tapu Lele, but it's still really powerful just because he doesn't have a lot of resist. Fire Blast is only there to nuke things. Energy Ball is there to hit Dreadnought and Mega Swampert specifically. It's just a good coverage move. But overall, I think most of the time it's going to be clicking Shadow Ball, and then Fire Blast is there if I need to nuke as something like a Zapdos or a Ludicolo or a bulkier Sirfetch'd. I have that nuclear option there as well if I need it. But most of the time, I don't think I'm ever going to click Fire Blast, to be honest. We've got Azelf with Energy Ball, Psychic, Explosion, and U-Turn. So we're just kind of a mixed set here, obviously, with the Explosion and the U-Turn action. But overall, this is really cool because under Rain, Scarf Azelf can outspeed Mega Swampert, Ludicolo, and Dreadnought. So I can potentially revenge kill all those Pokemon really reliably. I Oko Swampert and Dreadnought, as well as Okoing Ludicolo after Rocks or Life Orb Recoil with a Explosion. So unfortunately, I cannot kill Ludicolo with any one move. So Explosion is also good for things like Pelipper on the lead matchup, although I don't think I would lead by clicking explosion on a Pelipper. I don't want to just kill my Azel for nothing turn 1 when there are Pokemon that switch in. But Psychic is just really good because it 2-hit KOs things like Kartana, so even Kartana can't come into it. If he thinks I'm physical because he sees the U-turn damage, which I do have some investment into attack, I think Psychic's going to be nice. But I just think overall this is a really good revenge killer for things like the Scarf Lele's of the world, the Scarf Kartanas of the world. Keep in mind it outspeeds Scarf Kartana. Mega Swampert under Swift Swim, Dreadnought. So I really just Scolipede at, I think even at Scolipede at +1, I should actually make sure I outspeed that. So let's pull up Skull. I don't think I outspeed that right now, so I should really double check. So 355. So I'm gonna uninvest out of here and make sure I outspeed a +1 Scully. I don't think the attack investment's gonna matter that much, so we're just gonna make sure I outspeed +1 Scolipede. Next up, we've got just kind of a similar Garchomp set to what we had last week, but bulky Garchomp is really good here, but I still want to have that speed for things like Zapdos and Lele, so we're just going to kind of run a mixture between a bulkier Garchomp and a offensive Garchomp kind of at the same time. We're going to run Swords Dance and Stealth Rock here. Stealth Rocks are really, really effective against this team. Things like Incineroar forces them to run Boots, Zapdos as well. Pelipper can't run both Boots and Damp Rock, so we get to kind of put pressure on Pelipper that way. So Rocks are key in this matchup, things like Scolipede and chip damage, like I mentioned, on things like Ludicolo as well. Swords Dance gives us basically a chance to do a lot of damage to a lot of different things on this team. Helps us beat Zapdos one-on-one and stuff like that, especially in a world with without Hidden Power Ice. We set up on things like Zapdos, Incineroar, Scolipede, Surfetched really easily. This is the set here, guys. This Tapu Fini set is basically the win con of this team. Draining Kiss, Calm Mind, Air Defense, Protect. I'm really happy with this set. I'm really amped to see it in action. I'm actually going to put 4 in speed just so I don't get outslowed. I thought his entire team is so fast. I don't think it matters. But so the goal here actually is just set up a few boosts. Protect is only, and then just win. So I was really afraid of Ludicolo, and Tapu Fini was really good in this matchup, except for the fact that a Ludicolo existed. I guess Kartana was kind of a deterrent too. But so with Iron Defense and Calm Mind at the same time, after Calm Mind, I can actually live any... I can avoid any kind of 2-hit KO, so all Energy Ball from Ludicolo becomes a 3-hit KO from Modest Life Orb Ludicolo. After a single Calm Mind on this Max Speed F set. So with a couple Calm Minds, some Protects going as well, hopefully, to get some more chip healing in, and then some Draining Kiss recovery, I feel like this Tapu Fini set could potentially put in a lot of work. Obviously, Scolipede is a potential big issue for this set, as well as Kartana, but again, I have the Mega Scissor and the Garchomp that I feel like answer those Pokemon really, really effectively. So I feel like this set has a lot of really good potential in the late game if I remove the relevant threats or at least weaken them. Because honestly, after an Iron Defense, Kartana's not even doing that much to me, and Draining Kiss is going to do a decent chunk to Kartana if it's already heavily chipped. So I really like this Tapu Fini set. It's kind of a heater set. Protect was kind of wishy-washy on it. I wasn't sure about Protect. I ran Protect just because those leftovers chip recovery could end up being absolutely crucial for Tapu Fini, but it's also nice to stall rain turns in a pinch as well. So like things, I mean, not that I'm weak to water moves, but like it helps Thunder accuracy, for example, helps me against Thunder accuracy, stuff like that. And I just think overall, he doesn't have a lot of good knockoff users. His only real knockoff users are Kartana and Incineroar. I guess Surfetch is a pretty good knock user, but I don't know. I just feel like Incineroar is not good here. Kartana's not that good here. And I have the Scissor to switch into knockoffs from Kartana all day anyways. So just feel like the Protect for a little bit of leftovers chip could make the difference between a lot of key 2-hit KOs and 3-hit KOs for this Fini set on its way to setting up. And as you can understand, if I have the chance to set up and I get the Draining Kiss off because I avoided a 2-hit KO and then being a 3-hit KO, all of a sudden this Tapu Fini set could be rolling, and I can keep clicking Protect for extra chip recovery as it goes. Finally, we're bringing a specially defensive Mandibuzz. The goal here is to not get destroyed by a Ludicolo. Unfortunately, this set cannot switch into Modest Ludicolo. So if it's a Modest Ludicolo, which I don't think it will be, I think it'll be Timid, but it could be Modest. If it's Modest, we are going to need to not switch this in, which sucks. But the goal here, Brave Bird, just heavily dense Ludicolo, and this Pokemon can stay in, at least on Ludicolo, so it's one Pokemon that doesn't need to switch out, because you can imagine Garchomp needs to switch out. Everything on my team needs to switch out of Ludicolo, so I can't ever let Ludicolo in for free. But this set basically just Foul Play is good for things like Kartana and Scolipede, Mega Swampert as well. We've Roost up on a lot of different Pokemon on this team, things like Scully as well. So we're going to go ahead and get this battle on the road. Of course, the Incineroar comes, no Scolipede, but the Pelipper is here. Of course, the Ludicolo is on the field, as we talked about. That Pokemon is just unbelievably threatening for me. So the Ludicolo is on the field. Let's go ahead and delete the post. So Zapdos is here. Mega Swampert's here. Incineroar and Ludicolo basically just brought his top 6. Brought the Pelipper. What didn't he bring? No Kartana. Oh, see, that makes... This definitely makes Finny look really interesting. Garchomp, it looks pretty bad here overall. Just doesn't really have good matchup into any of his Pokemon. Honestly, Finny lead kind of wins, which is crazy. If he leads Pelipper or Mega Swampert, Finny lead wins. I'm going to lead with the Garchomp again. It's just my go-to lead for most matchups. So if he leads Pelipper, what's his lead? I just feel like Finny is the greedy, but I also kind of fear. I'm seriously thinking about this Finny lead. I feel like the Chomp lead is pretty obvious by me. Yeah, the Chomp field just leads so obvious by me. He's going to make sure he beats that with something like a Pelipper or a Swampert. Or even a Ludicolo. Pally just feels like his lead every single time, which really, I just feel like Finny is so greedy. I'm going to go for it. He leads Incineroar. I'm honestly okay with that. Does Parting Shot still work against Protect? That's what I find myself wondering. I'm looking it up right now. I think I'm just going to click the Calm Mind. I'm just going to click Calm Mind. I think he's going to go hard into... So I'm going to click the Calm Mind here. Wow. Alrighty, so Tapu Fini is set up on the field with a +1. I'm just going to click it again, I think. So he's got the roar. Well, so he says in chat that it was supposed to be Roost. I'm just gonna go hard Garchomp. I'll click the U-turn here. Rocky Helmet, alright. I'll fire up my rocks here. So he brings rocks, So I'm just gonna click Toxic here, I think. So Ice Punch freezes. That was a heart attack. Whew, that was a little bit of a heart attack, guys, there. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to click Knock here. I'm not going to wait to see the Heat Wave, because I think he might have it. So he goes for the Heat Wave there. I'm just gonna Swords Dance. So he's clicking Discharge here, or if I click Psychic, what's he gonna go into? Definitely Incineroar, I feel like. I'm gonna click Stone Edge. So he brings in the Ludicolo. Garchomp far from useless this matchup. So that's stressful. My most useless Pokemon is probably Mandibuzz here, honestly. Mandibuzz is kind of awful here. I'm expecting the Ice Beam. I'm going to go into Mandibuzz here on presumably an Ice Beam. He clicks Giga Drain. Don't know why. Weird play. But Giga Drain damage is going to reveal that he is in fact... damn, he got like a mid-roll. So I'm going to click the Brave Bird. We're not letting this thing set up on us today. I'm going to click the Brave Bird again. As Zapdos goes down, but he gets his rain back up. I'm going to click Foul Play, I think. So I'm going to let him click the Ice Punch here. I think I just click Roost. How much does... So how much did Ice Punch do to Mega Scissor earlier? The 10.5, Swampert, Mega. Ice Punch to my Mega Scissor. So he's definitely Adamant. So I'm just going to click the Roost. What is the freeze chance on Ice Punch? How much fire am I playing with right now? Although I think I'm fine to just click Roost again and again. I'm going to click Foul Play on this one, I think. I can stall out so many turns of... I want to keep risking this. What's he going to go into after this? Probably the Lele. So I'm going to switch in Scissor. Which unfortunately does not take that well at all. So he is not Specs. It's looking like he's maybe a Scarf set or no item at all. He's not Leftovers, so I'm gonna be spicy here and bring in... Actually, do I just sack this? Might just be a sack. I'm just gonna click Knockoff as he misses, which is unfortunate for sure. He's Reels AV. I guess I could have clicked Roost there. I guess I could have clicked Roost there. On a chance he missed, that was my best play probably. Although I knocked off its item. I'm gonna click Roost again, I guess. I think I just go Garchomp, click Earthquake, kill this. He's gonna click Ice Punch. So I'm guessing he's going to click Earthquake again here so I can bring in my Mandy. He has no attack to do that much damage to him anymore. I'm pretty sure at this point Mandibuzz just outright wins. I guess that could freeze. So I'm thinking to preserve differential here, Finny is a really safe play. And I'm just going to click the Draining Kiss. I'm just going to click the Protect here on this presumable Fake Out. Feeling pretty good about securing a win here. I'm trying to make sure I get this 5-0. Gonna click the... Can I just win with this outright if I click Iron Defense? So I'll just click, pretty sure I just click Draining Kiss here, and slowly but surely I'll win. So that went pretty well. So he clicks Parting Shot there. Dragging on the game. Well, guys, I think that's going to be a game either way. But a nice solid 5-0. Feels pretty good, my guy. I guess if I had clicked Roost, I could have gotten a 6-0 quite possibly, but that's okay because he had a Focus Blast miss, so that's what that had come down to in either case. Regardless, guys, we advanced to a really nice 5-0 win, so that puts us at 2-0 plus 7. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. Make sure to let me know what you guys thought about the battle in the comment section below. We're going to try to keep these wins coming. We're going to go hard for next week, where the competition, I'm sure, is going to continue to be quite intense and maybe even ramp up from here. Well played to Lake Ross. I know the game probably wasn't the way he wanted to go. I prepped really hard for that Ludicolo, so I was really, really scared about it, as you guys saw. So I put a lot of work into making sure I had answers and just felt like I was able to properly stop the pressure. Not having a Roost on Zapdos definitely was a big L, but I don't know. It just felt like that probably wasn't going to change what ended up being a 5-0 that significantly, because Zapdos wasn't putting that much pressure on my team. Honestly, if Roar had been Roost, I'm pretty sure I 6-0'd with Finney at the start of the game. So it kind of saved him, to be honest. But either way, guys, thanks for watching. And until next time, I will see y'all later. Krakenation out.